Hello, and welcome to the DESSI Webtool walkthrough. My name is Hens, and I'm here to give you a brief walkthrough of how to work with the Webtool interface. Hopefully, this hands-on impression will make it easier for you to use the tool for your own assessments. We will focus solely on the ins and outs of using the Webtool interface. I will assume that you're already familiar with the basic concepts of the DESSI security assessment process, and these will not be explained here. Should you wish to familiarize yourself with the concepts, please read the manual for the tool. So, let's get started. This is the home page of the tool. Before we can do anything, we will need to identify ourselves to the system by logging in via this form here. I do not have an account yet, so I'll have to sign up. That is, create an account before I can even log in. To begin signing up, I click the sign up link. This brings me to a new page containing the sign up form. Let me just fill this out. You may wonder what this bottom part of the form is. And I can inform you that it's merely a security measure to ensure that you're a human being. So all you have to do is type what you see, OUT, and for the second word just type what you think it is. And now my form looks fairly complete. I will now click the Get Started link to create my account and get logged in. I'll type my newly created account credentials and click Login. This brings me to the project overview page, where I can create new assessments, which are called projects in the context of the tool. All it needs is a name. So let's create a new project. Oh, it seems like I made a typo. Not very good, but luckily it's easy to delete a project. You just click the red cross next to the project's blue box. You'll have to be careful about this though. If you delete the project, all the work you have done will be deleted. But for now, all we have done is give it a name, so the loss is not so great. Let me just delete this project and recreate it with the proper spelling. To ensure that you don't delete your project by accident, you'll have to retype the project name before the deletion will be performed. Let me just recreate the project, this time with the correct spelling. That's better. Now let's begin the project process. We do this by clicking the project name. Essentially, you can describe the web tool as a long series of forms that will have to be filled out with the data you collect in the course of going through the assessment process. Near the bottom of the first page of the project, you will see this reflected in the series of dots near the bottom of your browser window. A dot can take on 4 different colors to tell you about its type or current state. A blue step is purely descriptive, meaning that there is no action to take here. This kind of step will contain information that you should read, or it might be a summary of some of the data you have already entered. A red step requires you to take some kind of action before you can proceed. This will mean filling out a form of some sort and submitting it. A yellow step is the current step you're at in the process. Note that you may still click on any other step to go to it. This will not change what your current yellow step is. You may think of the current yellow step as the next step to complete in the process. Finally, when steps turn green, it means that they have been completed. Note that even though a step is marked as complete, should the need arise, you may return to it at any time to edit or amend it. If you take a look at the line of steps at the bottom of the screen, you will see that the current step is step 2, and we have a series of steps to complete. A lot of them are blue and a lot of them are red. And there is a special step. The first step has a small white dot in the middle of it. This means that this is the step we're currently viewing. The security problem description is step number 1, and this is where we're currently at. So if I click, say, the current step that we have to complete, the yellow one, you will see that the small white dot changes to be at the current step. So this is what we're viewing. And sure enough, this is the first form that we have to fill out. At the bottom corners of the screen, you will also see back and next buttons, the green ones, and they will bring you one step to either the left or the right on the process step line. So say I want to jump one step ahead, I can click the next button here, and you will see that the white dot has moved one step to the right. If I click the back button, you'll see that the step we're currently at has moved to the current step, the yellow one. You can also take a more literal approach and jump between the steps on the process step line by using this menu, which has the names of all the steps grouped according to the 3 phases. Currently we are at step number 2, and say I wanted to navigate to somewhere in phase number 3, and all I know about it is that it's about the workshop program, but I'm not sure which one of these dots it is. I can then go here and see that there is actually a point called the workshop program, and I can select it directly. Now note that I will jump on the process step line when I click the relevant point on the menu. As you see, the white dot has now moved all the way over here, and say I wanted to go back to the first step, I can just click here. This concludes the Webtool introduction. I hope this has made you more familiar with the interface, and on behalf of the DESSI Webtool team, I thank you for taking the time to watch this introduction.